Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. I welcome you to English grade 6 video lessons. I'm your instructor Zia Hamid. I hope that you're doing well. So my dear learners, we are dealing with our unit number 2. As you already know, we have read other SLOs. So this is someone who understands. With the competency of reading and critical thinking, this will be our lecture number 5A, and the topic is about vowel digraphs. Now this is about reading and articulating the words correctly. Now let's get started by reading our students' learning outcome for this lesson. So our SLO is use familiar patterns such as digraphs, blends, chunks, affixes in an unfamiliar word, mark vowel sounds to decode it and pronounce it correctly. So my dear learners, we will be talking about digraphs here and how we can say those vowel sounds correctly. Also, we will be seeing at the how we can decode it and pronounce it correctly. So this is the breakdown of our students' learning outcome. Now let's begin. Here is a vertical linkage of our SLO with the previous grade. You have gone through it quite well. Now let's storm your brains a little bit. It's time for our brainstorming session, and I hope that you know about this question very well. So what is a vowel sound? Can you pronounce some? You must know about vowel and the kind of sounds that we have in our vowels, and can you say some vowel sounds as an example? You can pause the video and think about it, and then we can move forward. Now, let's see what are vowels. Let's begin by reading our definition of vowels. So, according to the Oxford Learner's Dictionary, vowel sounds are all speech sounds in which the mouth is open and the tongue is not touching any other part of the mouth like teeth and lips, so that the flow of air is not limited. So vowel sounds, the trick to say these sounds is that you do not touch your lips and your your speech is not limited. We also learned that all speech sounds in which the mouth is open, so in articulating our vowel sounds, our mouth stays open. Like for example, in the sound of a or e or o or u, you can see that the lips are not touching and we have not restricted our mouth or our tongue for any kind of break or barrier. So this is how we say our vowel sounds. Now let's talk about vowel digraphs. Let's begin by reading the definition. So vowel digraphs are when two vowels are together in a word and they make one sound. Let's look at some examples of vowel digraphs. They are, for example, in the word bread, the S sound is composed of these two vowels, hence we call them vowel digraph. Also in the word boat, we can spot two vowel sounds, so that we can also call it a digraph of vowel. And in the word feet, we have two vowels and hence we also call it a digraph. So we know that the vowel alphabets are A, E, I, O and U, and we have more than 5 sounds, almost 20 sounds of vowels. All the sounds are articulated, as I told you, with not touching your lips and with a very unlimited amount of movement. Now after thoroughly seeing the vowel digraphs, let's talk about some more examples. Here in the word cheese, we have two vowels. Hence, the sound E is produced in the word clean, school, snow, boat, backhoe, brain, blue. So in all these words, you can see that two vowels sounds are together, the alphabets are together mostly, and they are producing two vowel sounds at a time. Hence they are called digraphs of vowels or vowel digraphs. Let's look at more example. We have broken down the words in that order for you. Bees or the word sheep, beach, farm or raise, toad, the word queen, and also the word board, cows. Now here you can see that with O we have W, which is not a vowel sound, but it gives a sound. It is a consonant though, but it gives us a vowel sound. Hence, if you spot a vowel sound along with the consonant, but it's giving the sound of the vowel or it's prolonging the sound of the previous vowel attached, we can still call it a vowel digraph. Here are more examples for you. And room, tree. Now you can see that these two vowel digraphs are coming at the end. They are coming right in the middle, the word reef. And now we have seen so many different words with the vowel digraphs. Now it's time for you to watch this simulation video. You can watch it anytime. You can watch it right after watching this video lesson, and I hope that you will learn more about these sounds, and also you will try to practice them in order to perfect your communication and your articulation and pronunciation. Here is a classroom activity for you. You will use vowel digraph to write words such as poor, mark vowel sounds and pronounce them too. For example, breed, school, reach, paint. Now, you will mark these vowel sounds after that we have covered most of the sounds of vowel digraphs. Now, my curious learners, here is a worksheet for your understanding. You can solve it. For each incomplete word in the sentence below, write the missing digraphs. All the digraphs are given. You have to put the right digraph in the right blank. Now, for your homework, you have to read the lesson or read the story in your unit number 2 and identify vowel digraphs in it. It's as simple. Now, we are here at the end with our resources attached for your understanding and your help. A skill sheet, worksheet, question bank, presentation, and a lesson plan. All these are available in the description of the video. You can access them easily. They will help you learn more about sounds and particularly the vowel digraphs. My dear learners, thank you for listening. I hope that you had a very good time learning about vowel digraphs. You also saw the definition. You recalled your definition of vowels. You articulated some vowel sounds. Then you learned more about the digraphs and how they work in different words. And we have a very interesting time learning these, and it needs more practice. If you keep on practicing, you can have a very good grip on these sounds. Till the next video lesson, Allah Hafiz.